Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our first destination, namely Taman Malele Temple. There are several rules that you must follow. The first one is if you in period, you do not allow to enter the temple. The second one is you have to wear polite clothes, wear common and shell. And the third is you have maintain your attitude and do not say dirty words. Temple is a place of worship for Hinduism in Bali. The temple divided into three. The first one is Pusa Temple. Pusa Temple is a place of worship of Lord Brahma. The second one is Desa Temple. Desa Temple is a place of worship of Lord Vishnu. The third is Dalam Temple. Dalam Temple is a place of worship of Lord Shiva. Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva is called Trimurti or main god in Hinduism. Taman Malele Temple is surrounded by a pond. Sometimes this pond will filled with lotus and water hyacinth. There are also fish in this pond. During dry season, the water in this pond will reset and the pond will filled with grass. Taman Malele Temple is consists of two pages, Mr. Mandala or outside courtyard and Utama Mandala or inner courtyard. The division of this temple are based on the concept of macrocosmos or Buana Agong. Macrocosmos or Buana Agong means universe. This is Naga Basuki statue, symbol of Sangyang Vishnu. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, anyone know the name of building in front of us?
No.
This building is very common in Bali. The name of this building is Candi Bentar. Candi Bentar is the entrance that borders the outside of the temple and the inside of the temple. This is Kori Agong. Kori Agong is the entrance to the inside of the temple. Kori Agong deliberately made small, usually only enough for one person. It means they cannot enter to the temple freely and must enter one by one. So, they who enter to the temple is really people who focus on praying. This is Japon tree. This tree is very easy to find in Bali. Japon flowers usually used as a means for praying. On the left, this building called Balegong. Balegong usually used for playing gamelan. Gamelan is the musical instrument from Bali. Gamelan usually used for accompany the Balinese dance. Going inside, we will see this building. This building called Padmasana. Padmasana is a place of worship for Sangyang Widhi. Padmasana developed by Prince Danghyang Nirarta, who come to Bali on the 15th century to spread Hinduism. Padmasana comes from word Padma, which means lotus, and asana, which means attitude of prayer. Lotus or Padma is one of the symbol of holiness because lotus flowers considered to survive even to live in mud, and there are no mud sticking in these flowers. So this means that holiness will be free from all the stains. At the head is a throne flanked by Naga Tatsaka. In the middle is the painting of Sangyang Achintil, which is a symbol of Sangyang Widi. This is called Canang. Canang is the offering for praying. Inside this jug contain holy water called tirtha. Tirtha comes from Sanskrit. Tirtha serves to clean yourself from dirt. Tirtha is usually obtained after finishing praying. This building called Meru. The uniqueness of this building in the roof. The roof is this building part height. This building usually located in the inner courtyard of the temple. This building called Gedong. Gedong made from stone. This is called well. Usually people will tap water in this well to make tirtha. In the middle, this is a place for prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, Taman Melele Temple has cool air, right? So we will feel comfortable when we are here. But unfortunately, we have to leave this temple and go to our next destination. On another occasion, we will go to visit other temples in Bali. It's time to go to Museum Bali. Let's go back to the bus, but before that, I will close my explanation about Taman Melele Temple by saying Om Santi 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 Om, which means teach.